Good morning, grade 5. Today we're going to be talking about fractions. Now, you've already started to work on fractions with your packet that I've given you this week, but next week we're going to move forward with comparing fractions. So today I just want to take a moment and have us look at the different vocabulary that goes with fractions, as well as how do we compare fractions with different denominators. So let's take a look here. We're going to zoom in to the poster that's just behind me. Okay, so if we take a look, we have 1/2. I have written the fraction, 1/2. The top number is called your denominator, and that means the number of pieces that you have. Your 2, or the number at the bottom, is called your denominator. Sorry, this one's your numerator. I don't know if I said numerator or denominator. Numerator, number of pieces. Bottom number, denominator. And it's the amount something is broken into. Whether it's a pizza, whether it is, maybe you've made some spaghetti and you want to divide it into pieces to give, or portions to give to the guests that you have. That would be the amount something's broken into. Now, we are going to be looking at comparing fractions next week with different denominators. So I've taken the time to write down 2/4 and 5/12. So don't forget that when you're talking about the fourths and twelfths, it's very similar to the way that you say your decimals. So when you talk about decimals, you have your THS on the end, same as in fractions, fourths and twelfths. Now, we need to figure out how can we get 2/4 into the same denominator or amount something is broken into as this one. So, how much greater is 12 than 4? Well, we know that 4 times 3 equals 12. So if you multiply the denominator by 3, you'll get 12. Now you have to do the same thing with the numerator. You're going to multiply the numerator by 3 and get 6. You can also look at this as, I know that 2 is half of 4. So what is half of 12? 6. And then we bring down our 5/12 to compare. Now, in the middle here, I've already shown that this little symbol here, it's supposed to look something like a crocodile or a monster, and it's going to eat the greater fraction. So here we have 6 pieces out of 12, but here we only have 5 pieces out of 12. That way we know that 6 pieces out of 12 is greater. Now, if we look at the pieces this way. So I have, let me unzoom here, and I have a pizza. And my pizza is cut up into different pieces. So the denominator would be different. Here's 1/4. So how many pieces is this broken into? Well, we look at the denominator, we can say it takes 4 pieces to make the whole pizza. Here's 2 pieces. Let's put this way, 3 pieces, and the last one will make our whole. Let me try to hold this up the best I can. So we have 4 pieces. Let's do it this way, make our circle. We have 4 pieces here, that is 1 whole. Now, we have another pizza, it's broken into 2 pieces. We have 1/2 and 1/2, or 1/2. Put them together, and we have a whole pizza. Now let's compare just 1/2 to 1/4. Okay, so if we're looking at the denominator, I know if we don't see this visually, you're thinking in your mind, well, 4 is greater than 2, so 4's got to be bigger, but look at the size. The 4th is actually smaller because you're taking the same circle, but you're cutting it into 4 pieces instead of 2. So your 1/2 is going to be greater than 1/4. We know that because we can see this visually. What if I took 2/4? Okay, so what if I have 2/4 here? Here we go with the 2/4. Now I have 2/4 of the pizza. Is that going to be greater or less than or equal to 1/2 or 1/2? It's equal. Because if we know that 2 is half of 4 and 1 is half of 2, so these are both half of the pizza. So they are the same. Now, you are going to be getting some worksheets next week that will talk about how to compare fractions, and we'll compare fractions with the same denominator, and then we'll compare fractions with different denominators. So please join my meetings next week. I will be doing some supplementary games and discussions on that, but I hope this video was helpful, and good luck doing your work.